Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for watching this video. In this video, we are going to discuss another important topic in psychology assessment, which is validity. Like I mentioned previously, together with reliability, these two topics are the gist, the most important topics when psychology students learn about psychological assessment. So in this topic, we're going to discuss first and foremost about the concepts of validity, the definition, the scope, and etc. And next, we are going to discuss in more details on the four types of validity, which are phase validity, construct validity, content validity, and criterion related validity. Okay, first, before we discuss further on the aspects of validity, let's look at the basic concepts in this topic. Okay, first, let's look at what is definitions of validity. So, validity is a judgment or estimate of how well a test measure what it purports to measure. A test measure what it's supposed to measure in a particular context. Okay, in reliability, we look at whether the test is free from error or not. Okay, we can always say that a test can be reliable but not valid. But from the perspective of validity, a test is always reliable when the test is valid. So in this case, what is validity? Validity refers to how well what measure what is supposed intelligence, the task contents really measure intelligence, give us the information that someone's level of intelligence. So for another definitions of validity, validity refers to the degree to which evidence and theory support the interpretations of test score for proposed users of the test. So basically, the test, the information that we get, the result that we get from the test really in line with all of the evidences that we have, okay, regardless whether it's from content, construct, or criterions, and it's in line as well with the theory that describe about the construct. Okay, when we talk about validity, we also need to understand that validity is not only one thing, but validity refers to how many aspects, how many evidences that we can accumulate to make the decisions, to make an inference that the test is valid. So in this case, when we look at the scope of validity, validity is a Unitarian concept. Okay, it's a singular concept that results from the accumulations of evidence. So here it's not referring to only one evidence. It refers to many evidences from multiple sources. Okay, these evidence is with regards to inferences that can be drawn, that can be inferred to from the test score. Okay, example of these sources include the item ratings, okay, the item development procedures, item analysis procedures, and statistical procedures. So validity does not only refers to one evidence or one aspect, but the accumulations of many evidences from many multiple resources. Okay, so when we talk about validity, we also talk about how can we gather this evidence. Okay, remember it's accumulation of evidences. So usually researchers go through validation studies. So what is validation study? Validation is the process of gathering and evaluating evidence about validity. Okay, by now you already familiar with test development. You already familiar with test adaptation. Okay, in previous discussion when we talk about your group project, okay, we discussed about test adaptation. Okay, if you recall, I inform you under psychometric research design, we have three types of research. Okay, test development, test validation, and test adaptation. So test validation is basically the process, the study that we embark to find the evidence that the test that we going to use, that we want to establish, contains or demonstrate appropriate psychometric properties. They have a proper reliability evidence and they have a proper validity evidence. So again, validation refers to the process of gathering and evaluating evidence about the validity of a particular test.